I'm going to tip Geelong by 14 points. That is going to be one of my upsets. So thank you for joining in for my tips this week. Up to round 11 at long last. Nearly halfway through the season, which is quite unbelievable, really. And came for some more footy, that's for sure. We'll go into the Thursday night game, Port Adelaide and Hawthorn at Adelaide Oval, which will be a big clash. And Hawthorn show they can still produce some pretty miraculous results, defeating John Longmire's Swans last week by a kick. And Port Adelaide went down to the Cats by 2 points in a pretty unlucky finish for the Power. They were good late, but couldn't get the chocolates there. I'm going to go Port Adelaide by 25 points here. I think they're slightly more accomplished at the moment. I think, being at home certainly helps them a lot. And they've had a really good record over Hawthorn of late over the last few years. So I'm going to go Port Adelaide in the somewhat close game. But certainly don't take anything away from Hawthorn. They are a chance to win. No doubt about it. So moving on to my, you can call it upset. We're currently not the favourites. So Geelong and Adelaide at Simonds Stadium. And this will be very interesting. Geelong getting across the line by 2 points against Port Adelaide, and Adelaide at a 100-point victory at Adelaide Oval. And a monstrous performance there. They were very scary and certainly deserve to go in as favourites. Have been in a much better form of late. I'm going the Cats because we've had the Crows measure for a couple of years now. I think 2013 was the last time they defeated us. Yes, they're in amazing form, and yes, we're not in great form, but Geelong at Simonds are a different side, and we play the Crows quite well. We don't allow them those easy goals out the back generally. So that's leading me to go to Geelong. Generally, we apply great pressure, and defensively, we muck the Crows up a bit. And if Scotty Selva goes to Sloane, it'll be very tough for the Crows to get their game going. So Geelong in a close one, long description there. Gold Coast and West Coast at Metricon Stadium, and Gold Coast were very good against Melbourne for nearly 3 quarters, and then buggered it up. Melbourne getting a nice win, and the Eagles a very disappointing loss at home to an injury-depleted Giants outfit. I'm going to go the Eagles here, but not too confidently. I'm going to go West Coast by 8 points. Their ability to travel away isn't great, as we know, and it's well documented. Gold Coast played very well at Metricon, and it really is a danger game for West Coast by my estimations. I think they've got the capacity to play good footy, and the Eagles just are a different side away from home. So going to tip them just, but not confidently. GWS and Essendon at Spotless Stadium, and GWS a very gutsy win over there in Perth. First win ever against the West Coast Eagles, so they'll be very pumped with that. And the Bombers have played some good footy lately, but they just went down to the Tigers by 15 points. And you have to say, because it's at home for the Giants, you have to tip them. I'm going to go GWS there. I think they're obviously the better side. Essendon don't travel amazingly well. They're in good form, but I think the Giants will chip away a few goals and get a nice lead to eventually maybe end up to 32 points. So I'm going to go Giants there. North Melbourne and Richmond at Etihad Stadium, and North Melbourne a nice win last week, and the Tigers were very good late against the Bombers and got the job done. So they did very well there. North a massive chance in this one. They've played some great footy, a great win over Carlton last week when they were challenged. They got out to a big lead early, and then Carlton edged them back, and they responded once more. I'm going to go the Tigers by 4 points. I believe North Melbourne a pretty good record over the Tigers recently, especially a final a couple of years ago. Don't want to mention that, but yeah, so I think it'll be a tough game, no doubt. And North's pressure has been nearly the best in the competition from all the experts. So Tigers just be a very close game, and a toss of the coin really. And speaking of toss of the coins, we've got Fremantle and Collingwood at Domain Stadium for the final game of the round. And Freo, absolutely terrible. Ross's worst loss in history, 100 points down to the Crows. And Collingwood, well, again, they keep on keeping on. Nice win over Brisbane. Got the job done in the end. I'm going to go Collingwood in this one, actually. A bit of an upset, along with my Geelong one. Don't know which one's more outrageous. Probably this one. I'm going to go the Pies by 17 points. I think they are good at travelling away. They show that against the Giants, and recent history shows Collingwood can trouble a few sides when going outside of Victoria. I think if their midfield gets on top, which I think is a good chance to happen, that they can really cause some damage. And I feel like they've got a greater sense of being able to get a bigger score on the board than perhaps Freo can. And Freo have been surprised at their home ground at times. So I think Collingwood in this one. Be a very close one, 50-50 call, but I'm going to go Collingwood on this occasion. So those are my tips for round 11. Feel free to comment your tips, like and share around, subscribe for more content. That'd be amazing. 7 last week. I forgot to mention that from the top of the video, so comment how you went last week as well if you like. Thanks for joining for the tips this week, guys. Look forward to the results, and I'll catch you guys next time.